The time is 9 o'clock and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
I'm Mike Robar, and this is your local CHMA News. A group of Tantramar seniors want to ensure everyone in the community has a chance to learn and ask questions about the proposed Centre Village Shale gas plant. This Sunday, February 15th, Seniors for Climate is hosting an informal information session from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Tantramar Civic Centre. There will be games and activities for kids, as well as local experts on hand to field any questions folks may have. Logan Atkinson, a member of Seniors for Climate, hopes people come away from the session feeling empowered to make their own decisions around whether they want the gas plant in their community.
I think everybody as a starting point ought to know that if this plant gets built and gets put into operation, life in this southeastern, it's going to change forever. It will be completely different. And we have to make a decision if we want to take a massive industrial complex and drop it into the middle of the Chignecto Isthmus with everything that entails. Is that what we really want? We better be bloody sure that's what we want, because there's no going back, right?
Part of the Protect the Chignecto Isthmus Coalition, Seniors for Climate has previously hosted more formal sessions in Midgik, Sackville, Memramcook, Moncton, and Kapakadi. This will be the last in that series for now, and the first informal one. With this one, they hope to catch anyone they may have missed, says Meredith Fisher, another member of the group.
But this time around we thought, we need sort of to help reach out to people who really haven't known very much about it, have heard about it, but perhaps want a little more information from people that, from our local people that they know or see around town.
Atkinson says seniors like himself, as well as younger people, appear to be highly engaged. But he acknowledges how hard it can be for those with children to find time to sift through all of the information coming out.
And so we decided that at this one we want to give them an opportunity to bring their children along in a space that's safe and friendly for their children, so that if they are curious about this project, they'll have an opportunity without worrying about babysitters and this kind of thing.
To that end, EOS Eco Energy and Seniors for Climate will both have activities to help educate the kids in attendance, as well as answer any questions they may have, said Fisher.
They're our future. They're our legacy. They don't get to really speak for themselves at things like this.
To find out more information about this event and what else they're doing to advocate against the gas plant, check out Seniors for Climate Tantramar's Facebook page. And as always, head to chmafm.com to follow this and other stories from your community. I'm Mike Robar with your local CHMA News in Tantramar.
And here is your CHMA Atlantic update for Friday, February the 13th. Horizon Health CEO Margaret Melanson acknowledged that New Brunswick's healthcare system is under more strain since 40,000 people over the last year have been added to the primary care provider waitlist. In front of a legislative committee yesterday, Melanson answered MLA's questions on the state of healthcare within the Anglophone Health Network. About a third of New Brunswickers, about 238,000 patients, are now waiting to be attached to a nurse practitioner or a family doctor. Melanson said that she was encouraged by the number of collaborative care teams being established and says under Horizon's jurisdiction, 7 care teams are now operational with 13 more in development. And the government of New Brunswick's first ever climate assessment says flooding and wildfires pose the most significant dangers to residents in the province. Released today, the report focuses on 5 areas of impact: public health and safety, the natural environment, community, economic activities and lifestyle, and physical infrastructure. It cites hot summers and milder winters as concerns and notes that even with the efforts to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions, climate shifts are expected to intensify in the coming decades. It recommends that the province undertake further exploration of climate change, develop adaptive planning, and increase collaboration on all levels of government, First Nations, researchers, and industry. And the minimum wage in New Brunswick is increasing to $15.90 per hour on April 1st. That's a 25-cent increase from the current rate of $15.65. The provincial government says 5% of all employees in New Brunswick were paid the minimum wage last year. Figures from the Retail Council of Canada show New Brunswick had the third lowest minimum wage in the country as of October 1st, ahead of Alberta and Saskatchewan. And a Nova Scotia-based company has accomplished a milestone by earning carbon credits for its work using rivers to store carbon dioxide. Carbon Run took a process known as river liming, or adding crusted limestone to rivers, and proved that it can capture carbon at a large scale. The firm's co-founder, Shannon Sterling, says these are the world's first carbon credits issued for a river project. Carbon Run's project is set to remove over 55,000 tons of carbon from the atmosphere between 2025 and 2029. And Mounties in Nova Scotia are seeking witnesses from an alleged hate-motivated incident directed toward a youth refereeing hockey in Halifax last week. In a Facebook post, RCMPs say the incident happened at the Eastern Shore Community Centre Arena on February 6th between 7:40 p.m. and 8 p.m. No further details were released. Investigators say anyone with information can contact the RCMP or Nova Scotia Crime Stoppers. And the provincial government is in the process of distributing 8,000 speed camera tickets worth just over $3 million. In a statement, Government Services Minister Mike Gosney says ticketing through the program was paused on September 25th due to the Canada Post labor dispute. He says tickets were not created or served last fall to avoid the risk of missing legislated timelines, but violations were still captured. With the postal dispute over, Gosney says the government is resuming the process of creating and serving tickets, which will be done in a phased approach. And finally, a 35-year-old woman has been arrested and charged with allegedly pushing and throwing a cup of coffee at police officers. The Royal Newfoundland Constabulary says it was investigating an unrelated situation at an emergency shelter in St. John's the night before last. A staff member approached an officer to report that a woman was causing issues and refusing to leave. Upon approaching the woman, the accused tried to douse officers with coffee and then pushed one member of the constabulary. And that is your CHMA Atlantic update for Friday, February 13th.
Hi, I'm Ryan Hillier. Hopefully I'm going to go to Mount A, and you're listening to CHMA.
And here is your CHMA weather update for Friday, February 13th. Taking a look at Environment Canada, today you can expect it to be sunny, wind up to 15 kilometers an hour, high of -1, wind chill, -16 in the morning, -3 in the afternoon. For tonight, clear, wind up to 15 kilometers an hour, low of -12, wind chilled -5 in the evening, -15 overnight. For Saturday, sunny with a high of 0. Saturday night, cloudy with a 60% chance of flurries and a low of -4. Cloudy with a 60% chance of flurries on Sunday, February the 15th, and a high of -2. Cloudy periods, a low of -5 on Sunday night. Monday, cloudy, high of +1. Cloudy periods, cloudy with a 6% chance of flurries coming in on Monday night with a low of -4. And that will continue into Tuesday the 17th. Cloudy with a 60% chance of flurries and a high of +2. Cloudy with a low of -4 on Tuesday night and another high of +2 and cloudy on Wednesday, February the 18th. And that is your CHMA weather update.
Hi, I'm Megan and you're listening to CHMA.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA sports update.
On day 6 of the Milan Cortina Olympics, Canadians earned 3 more medals to get their overall total up to 7 gold medals. A silver medal was run by Elliot Grodin, winning that in the men's snowboard cross for the Quebec native. Another silver medal came in the men's moguls, where Mikhail Kingsbury barely missed out on a gold, losing a tiebreaker, and meaning he got the silver medal in the freestyle skiing moguls, and a bronze medal to Moncton's own Courtney Sorrow, she gets that in the women's 500 meters short track speed skating. In Olympic hockey, the men win their opening game, shutting out CHMA 5-0, and the women are back on the ice. Today, they go up against Germany in the quarterfinals, and the men continue their preliminary round action going up against Switzerland. Speaking of events coming up this weekend on the ice, it is the Tenshamar Regional High School girls in their senior game at home playing La C today at 6 p.m. at the Tenshamar Veterans Memorial Civic Center. And the doubleheader continues with the TRHS boys playing Bernice McNaughton this Friday night. On Valentine's Day, the Mount A women's hockey hosts the UPI Panthers. Mount A looking for their second win on the season. And Sunday evening sees the TRHS boys back on the ice against the Harrison Trimble squad. Yesterday in the NBA, just 3 games before All-Star Weekend coming up, saw the Milwaukee Bucks defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder 110-93. Portland gets past Utah 135-119. And in Los Angeles, LeBron James becomes the oldest player in NBA history to record a triple-double. The Lakers defeat the visiting Dallas Mavericks by 20, 124. 104. And on campus, with the return of regular activities, it is a double header of basketball, with the Mounties hosting the University of King's College Blue Devils both Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Women's first, then the men's. Saturday games start at 1 p.m. Sunday games start at noon.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary. Okay, that was your sports update. Let's move along into some community updates. And the campus remains closed for today, as it has been for the past 2 days, as far as I understand it. But double check. If you need to come into campus, please be sure to double check that. And CHMA offices and studios are still closed, at least until Monday. Let's take a look at Tenshamar socials, as we normally do when we start off this segment. There's a local business contest they're doing. Support local and win. They're trying to get their business directory. It's a go-to resource for locals and visitors, as they say, looking to shop in Tenshamar. If your business isn't listed, you can add it by February 27th and be entered in a draw. If you're already listed, you are automatically entered. You can find that directory at tenshamarnb.com/community/Tenshamar directory. For individuals, visit the directory, take a screenshot of your favorite business, and post it in the comments below. Tag someone you know to spread the word. On February 27th, they'll randomly select a winner from the posts. So just trying to get that directory updated, and make sure you get the word out. And we, CHMA discussed that last week. We are going to add ourselves into the directory because we too are a local business. We are. We haven't really identified as that before, but anyhow. Moving along, they also mentioned that on Wednesday they lowered the flag at the Tenshamar Museum building until sunset on February the 17th in recognition of the tragic deaths that occurred in Tumbler Ridge, British Columbia on February the 10th. They say that as our municipal buildings houses the Sackville RCMP detachment, flags at this location follow federated half-mast protocols. Our thoughts and prayers are with the community of Tumbler Ridge and those affected. Moving on in their socials, they have a post congratulating Barbara Brush, whose photo of a yellow male warbler was selected by popular vote as the winning entry for the Wetland Photo Contest. Barbara will receive a gift box of prizes from local businesses, and her photo will be featured on the 2026 Visitor and Events Guide. And that is about an update for that. Let's go over to Twee's mid-February picks for Tenshamar. It's Friday, and let's take a look down the list. What is happening tomorrow? Sandance. That's going to be a great one on February the 14th. And that is with the Tenshamar Heritage Trust, and that is filmmaker Janet Crawford. It's going to be 2 to 4 p.m. at the Council Chambers down at Tenshamar Town Hall right here in Sackville. And it's a film that Janet made in 1979 called Sandance, and there will also be a talk. The write-up is that in 1979, 3 women artists spent many hours exploring the molding shop of the Enterprise Foundry. And from that experience, Sackville native Janet Crawford created Sandance, a 9-minute black and white Super 8 silent film that explores the atmosphere of a workplace and honors the skill and hard work of the men in the molding shop. The presentation will be followed by a reception catered by Amy Trenholm. Admission is free and everyone is open. And this Saturday night is Ducky's open mic, or is it? But it should be. It could be. Yeah, it's the on again, off again open mic. So check that out. And of course, one of the biggest, most exciting nights of the year. It is the Sweetest Little Thing on the 14th at the Owens Art Gallery. This is the 27th annual fundraising event. Every dollar raised goes directly to programming at both galleries. At the center of the event is a silent auction featuring artworks donated by local, regional, and national artists whose close ties to the gallery and the community. Guests are invited to wear their fanciest outfits, visit the Instant Love and Photo booth, and enjoy dancing, karaoke, a scavenger event, a raffle for a cake from Cranewood on Main, lots of sweet treats, and a few surprises. Online bidding started on Friday, February the 6th, and runs until February 14th. And you can find that at sweetestlittlething.ca. Moving along to Sunday, Truman's Farm is doing their vendor market on the 15th, and from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. at the train station building. Family Day photos, Sunday, February the 15th, with photographer Vanessa Webb. And they're going to be doing that at the Sackville Waterfowl Park, from 3 to 5. Sessions are booked in 20-minute slots with about 15 minutes of photos, and the families receive a minimum of 5 edits, image for 45. Who is the, you have to contact Vanessa for booking details. And the Monday, the Touch a Truck and Family Fun Fair is happening over at Dorchester Consolidated School. And that is 2 to 4 p.m. And families are invited to come celebrate with the Dorchester Fire and Rescue and local beavers and cubs. The events include a free barbecue, campfire skating, a world famous hot chocolate, and a chance for kids to explore emergency vehicles as part of the Touch a Truck Fund. And there we go. A whole bunch of community updates for you. Let's move along and get into some music.
Hey folks, the Duckies Trivia is now back, starting every other Thursday from 7 p.m. So bring your smartest and funniest friends for a chance to win bragging rights plus prizes for both the winning team and the best team name. So folks, do not miss out on this opportunity and pull up with your crew and enjoy a classic night at Duckies. Hey folks, if you are looking for a way to spend your Saturdays, Duckies is hosting open mic night every other Saturday from 4 to 7 p.m. Bring your acoustic music, poetry, comedy, or whatever creative spark you've got and take the stage, or just sit back and soak up the vibes with your friends. That's open mic night at Duckies, celebrating local voices and good energy. See you there.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantramara's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com. Okay, let's get some music going here. We are about 9:17. I've got a good call from Geoffrey coming up special from Dexter in The News Agent. That's the name of the group. That's what they're called. One of my favorite artists, Jenny Hval, with To Be a Rose here on The Voice of the Marshes.
Unfold and take a step back and keep standing on your toes, keep piling your steps, tossed and cold cases and memories. I hate to be the one to break it. Get caught on the ketamine. I start to lose my life. Good friends are the remedy. Something I can fix. Good times. About time to start crossing the road. Shifting the roads that are in. Get caught on ketamine. I start to lose my life. Good friends are the remedy. Something I can fix on my own. So I let it sink into me. They'll stand, they'll keep watching, hoping for your fall. But who cares what's expected? It's no one else's call. Don't go, think twice, just take a lead. Soften the face and breathe. Get caught on ketamine. I start to lose my life. Good friends are the remedy. Something I can fix. Good times. About time to start crossing the road. Shifting the roads that are in. Get caught on ketamine. I start to lose my life. Good friends are the remedy. Something I can fix my own. So I let it sink into me. I can love you like you want me to. I can't be on my own. I can show you who you wanted to in this life that you know. I can give you all you want at home. No, that isn't a price. I would give up so much in my time just so I could say you're mine. When I close my eyes, I only think of you. You're the only one who makes me feel so glad. When I close my eyes, I start to dream of you and what we had. You're a special thing I can't quite put my finger on. It's the way you really make me feel inside. I could call this love, but I'm sure this is more than that.